Just gonna make sure this is recording. Yes, it's recording. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Last time we had Paul from Continue totally just wreck us while trying to do ballet, and we spilled ice cream on ourselves, and he feels bad now. So they're inviting us and Mai to go and sit at the normal boots table for today, for lunch. And we just said yes, please.
All right.
All right, follow me, ladies. He led us to the middle of the cafeteria where the normal boots club sat with a table all to itself. Hey, you found her. You're Hana, right? It's not me. I nodded, blushing as I took a seat at the edge of the table next to Paul. Mai forced herself between Jared and PBG. Her eyes were only a few sparkles away from forming huge hearts. Real subtle! So Hana, we saw that you were upset and we're all worried. Are you feeling better? PBG looked at me, clearly concerned. Thanks, PBG. My heart was beating hard against my chest, but I wasn't sure whether it was just because I was nervous or because the sad look on his face made me want to give him a hug. I wouldn't be against that. PBG's he's a pretty cool guy. Or maybe it's because I was only about 2 inches away from Paul and only an arm's length away from all the other guys. As I tried valiantly to open my mouth, whispers sped about around the lunchroom. Look at those girls over there. Who do they think they are? How come they get to sit there? I wish Senpai would notice me. Main characters get off the fuck. Yeah. You know that fourth wall I was talking about in the first episode? There's another crack right there. Suddenly my thoughts turned dark. Could it be that by getting close to these guys I was setting myself up as a target instead of getting protection? My thoughts spun in my head. I was suffocating. PBG was still looking at me, even more worried than before. Yeah, you're like panicking. And it was like, you alright? I'm fine. Thanks for your concern. Please don't feel bad. It was my fault for getting in the way. I'm sorry for causing such a scene. I should have controlled myself better. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't her fault. It wasn't her fault at all. It was all Paul. I hung my head. I wasn't sure how to act around these guys, so I defaulted to extremely polite. My father would have been proud.
Hana.
Hey, Hana, don't apologize. It was Paul's fault, right, Paulie? Nick shoved Paul, who looked exasperated. I apologized as best I could, Nick. Give me a break. It was a relief that PBG wasn't staring at me anymore. Almost no one else was paying me or Mai any attention. Shane, however, was still shooting me quick, suspicious glances. It was almost like he didn't want me there, and I felt uncomfortable.
Hey, Hana.
It's Gerard! Gerard's pretty cool. So how do you like it here so far, Hana? Good, how about you? I like his beard, too. His beard's sweet. Good, how about you? I mean, I like it here, thank you. Hana! Gerard smiled at me, then turned away. I picked up my food. The guys were all wrapped up in their own conversations, and Mai was just busy preventing hyperventilation from being so close to Jared. I can feel his body heat. Oh dear.
Hey.
You doing okay, Hana? A smiling Satch turned to me. I know we can be overwhelming. You're fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Thank you. Thanks for recommending me that book, by the way. It's been really good. Do you like it? That's great. I figured you would. It's really funny, but the narrator's annoying. Yeah, he can be a bit rude. Yeah, that's totally Princess Bride. He pushed up his glasses and grinned at me.
Alright.
You were pretty quiet, but I knew there was more to you. I winced. Sorry, I can be a bit of a wallflower. No need to apologize. I'm sure we've all been wallflowers before. But that reminds me, the Flower Festival. He turned to the group, addressing them all. As if on cue, they suddenly turned to pay him attention. Who are you all taking this year? Ah! Right, the Flower Festival. Miss Shizuka mentioned it before. What is the Flower Festival? No one's explained it to me yet.
Well,
It's basically just a festival. Didn't you have those at your old school? We did have festivals at my old school, but they were basically just 40 kids grouped in one room sharing snacks they brought from home. Basically my school. Yeah, well, we had something kind of like them, but I stopped going.
Really?
Why not? They're so fun. I didn't really want to answer. There was no way I could say, well, my friends turned on me, so when people pretended I didn't exist. Oh. That hurts. That hurts. That really does. But Mai was waiting for an answer, and everyone was looking at me. I'm just not into that stuff, I guess. Oh, well, maybe you'll like this one more. The Flower Festival happens all over Japan around this time of year, but it's a big deal in Higanbana. That's the town right next to Asagao. There's apparently some kind of myth about flowers that's somewhat important. That is the plot of the game, I'm betting. That's like the first step to... This is how we pick which path we go down. It's at this festival thing. We pick which place we go. Supposedly the founder of Higanbana was an old man who got lost in the mountains and almost died of thirst. This flower spirit came to him and offered him help in return for his vow to protect her home. He agreed, and she drained herself of all her water just so he could drink. The mound founded Higanbana. Oh, I can't speak Japanese. To watch over the meadow in which he met the flower. In some versions of the myth, the man and the flower spirit fell in love. It's a truly romantic festival. One may hope to find someone with which to make a vow of eternal love, just as the man and the spirit did, and to live on to protect the one they love. Jared winked at Mai swooned. She's gonna faint. Jared, don't do this. So during the day of the Flower Festival, there's a lot of stalls set up and you can go play games and eat food or go flower viewing. Then at night, there's a special meadow over by the temple where you can go watch the flowers. There's a bonfire and dancing. It's a lot of fun. We look forward to it every year. Asagao sells paper flowers in a little booth to raise money for the school, too. So there's usually a big volunteer drive beforehand for people who are good at origami. Origami? I'm good at origami. I'm not.
really?
Really? Shane is too. Maybe you should work together. Shane, why do you hate me so much? Shane gave a tight-lipped smile. Somehow I didn't think that was going to be happening.
Hey.
Hey, speaking of, I swear you rejected 10 girls last festival season. I mean, that's nothing compared to me, naturally. But there were so many girls with broken hearts, even I couldn't mend them all. You still hung up on your English girlfriend?
What?
Shane flinched, visibly taken aback. Then he shrugged. I don't talk to her anymore. Shane, I just want you to be happy, that's all. They look kind of similar. Where Jared has longer hair, and he's more flaunty. And bigger eyes. He wiped away a fake tear. Shane grimaced. How great would it be if someone asked me, maybe even if one of the normal Boots guys did? No, I doubted that would ever happen. You're a main character, Mai. It's gonna happen. They were only letting me sit there because they physically assaulted. I sighed and cut my beefcake with a plastic knife. So, any girls in mind, fellas? Beside me, Mai shifted nervously. Her eyes kept flickering from Jared to her french fries. She looked like a child who stole several cookies. Jared spread out his arms and raised an eyebrow. God, waiting for names to fall into his lap. I'm thinking of going solo this year, to be honest. Yeah, same. Man, you guys are boring. You are much better, man. I'm on another level compared to you guys. I've already got my choice picked out. There's quiet clattering next to me. Mai had dropped her fork. Oh no. Yeah, I'm sure you have. There'll probably be a new choice tomorrow. Jared flipped his hair with his hand. You know me so well. There's only so much time to make so many different girls' dreams come true. I must find the one who's most in need. So it's not even about which one you like, huh? Nope! To make fun of me. Just then, the warning bell rang. It was time to head back to class. As everyone got up to toss their trays, I stood up and, overwhelmed with a sudden burst of feeling, shouted, "Thank you for letting me and Mice eat lunch with you today. I really appreciate it." Yeah, thanks. Hannah was having a terrible day and you guys chewed her right up. So see you guys again tomorrow, same time. My tilted her head, eyes twinkling. My pa said we could only sit with them today. Yeah, my. That's cool. Paul waved a hand in dismissal, almost dropping his tray with the other. Oh! The cafeteria is really crowded, and we always have extra room at our table. People are too afraid to sit with us or something. Well, we did kick a girl yesterday. All three of them shrugged at the same time and left the room, moving in unison like a team of synchronized swimmers. Jared dumped his tray and jogged to catch up with them. As soon as they were out of earshot, Mai took my hands in hers and jumped up and down. You did it! How are we going to sit at the popular table? My voice. I've been trying to do this for 2 years and you did it in 2 days! She dropped her hands and made a, jokingly I think, angry face. Main characters have all the fun. Yeah, there's another crack in the wall. Let's say it takes like 10 to 15 to tear that wall down. You'll be in pairs, painting a diorama or a paper mache lamp. Anything postmodern. Then write a paper on design. Or don't. That works too. But remember, this project will count for 10% of your final grade. So work hard. Sound good? The only response was bitter murmuring. Miss Shizuka often ended with "sound good," but she never cared about the answer. Alright, in the last few minutes of class, pick your partners and discuss your project plan. We'll continue next time. Oh no! Oh no! In a matter of seconds, almost all the desks in the classroom connected. I looked at Mai, but a girl, Mimi Santos, had already claimed her. Mai frowned at me, as if to apologize. I scanned the classroom for the few other people I met, finding them already paired. I was going to be the only one without a partner. Suddenly, the edge of a desk collided with mine. Yes! Yes! I'm happy. I want to work with PBG. Alright. I guess that will be the end for this episode. Catch us next time on the flip side.